when the McAllister family left on their Christmas vacation,
Did we miss the flight? No, you just made it. Yeah!
they forgot one small thing.
Have yourself
I have a terrible feeling. Did you lock up?
let yourself be light.
Do we set the timers on the lights?
What else could we be forgetting?
Our troubles will be ours.
Kevin!
Home
I made my family disappear.
Welcome everyone back to the channel. I am Zach, your host here on the Yo Bro Nation YouTube channel. I want to say Merry Christmas season, Happy Holidays. It's December. We are on our road to Christmas. And I am excited. And I am excited because I am talking about one of the best Christmas movies ever made. You can't argue this one. This one's not Die Hard, although I would call that a Christmas movie. That's my opinion on that one. But we're talking Home Alone, the original, the 1990 Home Alone movie, starring Macaulay Culkin, Joe Pesci, and Daniel Stern, who play Harry and Marv, and of course, Kevin McAllister is Macaulay Culkin. This also stars, Catherine O'Hara and John Hurd as Peter and Kate McAllister. And it's got a whole host of people. John Candy is even in this movie. God rest his soul, but you get Uncle Frank, who's Jerry Baman. A whole bunch of people are in this movie. It's a great cast. My God, you gotta love this movie. I can remember watching this movie as a kid. I absolutely loved it. You know, what kid growing up didn't want to be home alone, right? As a teenager even, it's like, oh man, if I could have just a day without my parents. And this kid went, he went who knows how long without his family, and one of the first things he does is make mac and cheese, and I just sit there and I'm like, oh yeah, I would totally do that. Oh yes. But this movie, I loved this movie. Like I said, it was every kid's dream to be home alone. So the whole story of this movie is, poor little Kevin McAllister, has a fight with his family the night before the family goes on a Christmas trip to Florida. I believe they were going to Florida in this one. Maybe that's the sequel. Yeah, this happens twice. Talk about the worst parents ever. But Kevin ends up going back home, or ends up being stuck home when everyone wakes up late, and they're all in a rush, and they never seemed to notice him. So he gets left home, and antics ensue. You get they weren't coined this yet, but the wet bandits, they end up, they're going through the nice neighborhood. It's a nice neighborhood with a nice family, right? And they're hitting houses, and they see the McAllister's house, so they're scoping it out. They think no one's going to be home. But oh yes, young Sir McAllister, he is home, and his family hates him. At least that's the way they treat him throughout the movie. And so they're trying to get into this house. Meanwhile, you got the old man next door who everyone's scared of. They think he killed his family, but in reality, he didn't. You find that out by the end of the movie. So he's defending his house. And in some circles, people would say that you could probably even call this a horror movie. There's a YouTube channel that will recut trailers to look a certain way. And this was cut into a horror trailer. Yeah, you could probably say Kevin McAllister's a bit of a psycho. Yeah, he could have killed these men. He could have killed these men easily. He toys with them mentally from the beginning, even physically at points. He is, setting his house up with all these death traps. These men are falling from stories down. Like, he's lighting ropes on fire. Like, he is doing so many effed up things to mess with these poor people. I mean, obviously as a kid, I thought it was great. I thought it was great. But oh my, I'm thinking of actually the clip where he uses the movie with the gangster, shooting up somebody. I'll give you 5 seconds, Johnny, to get out of my fight, you no good, rotten, whatever. That was great. That was a fun scene. But yeah, that was the mental aspect, but the physical aspect of the bad things he's doing to these poor men. I mean, nails into their foot, they're stepping on shards of glass, they're getting their head caught on fire, their hands are burned, like their face smashed with paint cans. Like, he's doing some really sick shit to these guys. And as a kid, you think it's wonderful. You think it's the greatest. I sure as the hell thought it was great. But I mean, it's an entertaining movie. And yeah, you get the family dynamic of everything as he's defending his house. He does miss his family. And, like his older brother, Buzz, played by Devin Rattray, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, who's also in one of my favorite movies as a kid, Little Monsters. He plays the bully in that movie, coincidentally. He's so mean to him, like taking away his pizza and, go to your room, Kevin. I hope you all never come again. Like, I don't know. But by the end of the movie, his mom's back, it's Christmas, and Kevin's done, and somehow he managed to clean up the mess of these I won't say the M word, but he got rid of evidence. So a clap for Kevin. And I'm going to give this movie 2 claps out of 3. I don't know. I mean, there's logic gaps, obviously, in this movie, because no way this kid's pulling this off. If honestly, as much as I wished this as a kid, if this were to have happened to me at that age, I probably would have pissed myself and would have begged for my mom to come home. Especially since there was no cell phones at that time. A kid now left home alone, hey, you forgot me, and they'd send a text to their parents, right? So that's what makes this unique to that time, because there was no instant access to everyone. So it's definitely a movie unique to the time. So, it wouldn't really probably play as well now as it did back then. And I say that because they're talking about redoing the movie or an indirect sequel or something like that. They're doing something, but I liked the movie. I will always have fun this, and I try to watch this with my family as often as I can every year for the holiday. So you can guarantee I'm probably going to watch this movie again this holiday season with all the kids. So yeah, but I'm giving this movie an 8.5, a 9.0 out of 10. But let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll be doing Christmas-related movies this Saturday and every Saturday following through to Christmas and the week after Christmas. So, hope you guys like it. Next week, Bad Moms 2. Bad Moms Christmas. That should be fun. I'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy, and above all else, join the nation. I will talk to you later.